chef, tell us a little bit about your upbringing and any notable moments that influenced you towards the culinary industry.
So I'm originally from France, from the east part, from Burgundy. And I think I fall in love on the food like I have 12 years old or 14 years old, something like this. Because my grandmothers used not to be a chef, but to be a good cook. So that was very interesting to have a so nice dish from them, you know, on the Sunday or family meal. And I think this one bring, you know, like a kind of warm around the table. So it's a part of, I would say, French culture about food, spending like 2-3 hours on a meal, you know, just chit-chat and just eating, drinking a bit as well sometimes. But yeah, I think it was the beginning of my career.
After almost a decade in various parts of France, you brought your talents to Asia, specifically in Macau. What decision went into that move?
So actually I moved for Asia like 20 years ago. I started by Macau. I used to work for Mr. Robuchon, which was a very famous 3-star Michelin chef over the world. So it was like a chance for me that I cannot reject, you know, that the opportunity came and I say, okay, where is Macau? I look on the map, say, oh, that's very far. But I think it was the right decision. Like I told you, I used to start like a steward and now I'm executive chef. So we have a big path between both. And I spent some time as well in Thailand. I spent 4 years in Thailand and the last 10 years was in Macau again. So I think I fall in love in Asia for sure.
You are now the executive chef at the Apurva Kempinski Bali. How did that opportunity come around?
So the opportunity of becoming executive chef at the Kempinski Bali came around, I think, with my background, I will say first, I'm sure for that. And it came as well with my networking. I know a lot of people, of course, in Asia and everywhere, and people talk together, you know, it's like big connection, you know. It's not only chef connection, it's GM connection, food and beverage director connection, is all together. So I'm in Asia for 20 years, so I have maybe a name, I will say, I don't know how you can say that. And I have been selected for few candidates. I guess you have a few candidates. I don't know the number of candidates, but I'm lucky and I'm so grateful to be here. Thanks to my owner, thanks to Mr. Guironet, my general manager.
What have you found to be the biggest adjustment from your role in Macau to the one that you have right here in Bali?
Actually, it was a smooth transition, I would say, between the two countries, two properties. The biggest adjustment, of course, is I call it human being, right? So it's the people here in Indonesia. But honestly, I used to work with Indonesian as well in Macau. I would say like 25% of my team was Indonesian. So that's why maybe I fall in love for Indonesia. Oh. But no, the transition was pretty smooth because I'm in Asia for a long time, so I understand the culture. So what I have to do now here is to understand, of course, the culture, the religions, and the food. Of course, that's my favorite part. To understand the food, that's amazing. I mean, the Indonesian food is so amazing. You know, it's like it looks like my country. You know, you have different parts of Indonesia. It's totally different food. So I'm in learning process now.
What have been your favorite things about Bali since moving here?
So since moving here, the best thing I think I discovered in Bali that I might know from before, but I mean, is the people. I mean, the warmth, the welcoming. Into the island was just like amazing, you know. I'm in Asia for a few years already, and it's different. It's really different. Different on the best way, right? On the good way, not on the bad way, you know. You have something in Bali, you know, it's like the spirit, you know, the religion, the culture is all mixed together. Balinese, I can see Balinese different than people from Jakarta, example, you know. And is the best thing that I discovered. And of course, the food. So the food is just amazing as well, you know. And every day I learn about the food with my team member. I go outside. Of course, everybody have a special restaurant. Chef, you should try this one. Chef, come with me. I should, you know. And like the babi guling, I think I eat already like maybe 5 or 10 different babi guling. So that's amazing. And it's really like different tastes, you know, depends what they use as a herb inside and the way they cook it. I mean, I'm just amazed about the food, yes. I'm a food lover, as you can see.
What is the key to your leadership role here at the Apurva Kempinski Bali?
Oh, so the key role to be the chef here, I think is I am. He's like I am every day, you know. He's like a mentor, like a leader, like a colleague, like a friend. I trust on my team. I give them the direction. We work on everything together, and we try to get the best. Chefs are pretty complicated sometimes, I will say. I am chef, so I can say. Because we have our own ego, you know, and we want to please each guest, right? And sometimes we are not too open on the criticize or something like that, right? So we have to work all together to get the best product at the end. So the person who will tell us that the product is the best is not only me, it's not only the people around me, it's not only the management, it's the guest. So basically we focus on the guest needs, right? So maybe you have some item that is not my favorite food or something like that. So I will use my assistant, you know, to drive me as well, you know. So it's like all work together. It's just like a family, and it's not only kitchen. I mean, it's the full Apurva hotel. It's like that. We all work together.
Chef, any culinary projects in the making that you can share with us?
We have a few culinary projects which is on the pipe and have to stay on the pipe at the moment. But the one that I can talk about, we just launched a nice tapas menu in L'Atelier. So L'Atelier de Cyril Congo, which is our artist in-house. And we create some Mediterranean tapas from all the Mediterranean area. Not only France, Italy, but from the North Africa as well. So that is one of the concepts. And this year we work on big culinary highlight, I will call it. We are going to invite a lot of chefs for promotion. We have planned already until May to have like a 4 chefs already. So some come from Hong Kong, Japanese background, from France, Michelin star, and some Meilleur Ouvrier de France, which are the best workers in my country. And more will come, but we'll see.
Chef, last question. Do you have any advice for up-and-coming chefs that would like to make it in this industry?
I have some advice for the chefs who want to come to culinary industry. The advice that I face, that you learn is a learning process. The first one, you have to love food, right? You have to love the product. That is basic. But you have to love the people as well. That is the most important, because you are going to spend a lot of hours to use the product to please the people. Okay, so that is the 2 basic ones. After, you have to be motivated. You will be up and down, you know, with your mood, because you will work hard, and you have to be passionate. Passionate is the word. Yeah. And you have to be patient. Patient, why? Because you have not much clue about cooking, about cutting, about seasoning, about everything, and it will take time to get the basic. And you need to have the basic to be creative after that. So that is very important part. So that's, I think that's the main points to be a chef are passionate, patient, motivate, dedicate, you know, and respect people.